afternoon, everybody. It is Friday, September 26th. My name is Karen, and this is BobbleHeadKnits. So, welcome, everybody. It is my Saturday, even though it's really Friday, and I have been super busy. So, if I sound a little out of breath or I appear to be a hot, sweaty mess, that's why. So, all right, let me have a really quick sip of tea. Yes, I am drinking a tea from a restaurant where I had lunch. I won't show you the name of it. No free advertising for that restaurant. All right, let's get on with things. All right, I have a few finished objects. First up, today is the day that I show you my sister's cowl. There it is. It is done. It is the Bertie Cowl. And the pattern is by Tracey. It's a free pattern. And I knit this for my sister for Christmas. And the colors, or the yarn is Madeleine Tosh. Yes, Madeleine Tosh DK in geranium and beta. So the green is the beta, the green and white, and the pink is the geranium. So this was a Christmas in July cast on. I used about a little over half of each skein of yarn. I could have knit more. I could have just used both, like entire skeins of yarn. However, I was worried that it was going to get too long. This is not blocked. So if you look closely, it is not blocked and it's going to grow. So I did not want to knit with the whole thing of yarn and then have it be just too bulky for her. So this is a Christmas gift for her, as I mentioned, and her birthday is today. So if she's watching, if Carol is watching, happy birthday. I doubt that she is because she's actually in Belgium right now, right on the border with France. She is there with her husband, who is racing in the world, I don't know what they call it. They do like track racing with their bikes. I don't know. He is actually a U.S. champion bike racer, and he just won the Masters U.S. Champion, whatever that title is, a few weeks ago, probably like a month ago, in Colorado Springs, in Colorado, where we live. And now he's gone on, he actually won 2 national championships, and now he's gone on to the world. So they're there for that. They have like another week before the race. So they got there early. They're about 20 minutes from the town in France. They decided to stay in Belgium instead of France because last year they stayed in Belgium or in France and the town was not the best. So they're trying something different. And all of this is just babbling. You don't need to know it, do you? All right, well, you found out anyways. Happy birthday, Carol, if you're watching. And this is your Christmas gift. Look at that. I love it. All right, moving right along, I have a hoe. Hold on. A hoe. You saw this last week. And this is, well, was it done? Yes, it was done. This is my, now maybe it wasn't done. This is my Beetlejuice sock. It's just a vanilla sock, knit toe up. I use the umbrella toe from Kate Jones. I think that's her name, from Bakery Bears. And then the rest of it is just a vanilla pattern. So last week, I think I was really close to finishing. Finished it this week and it fits perfect. The other sock is on the needles, and I actually had, if you will recall last week, I had knit the other sock. I had the heel, I was a little past the heel, and it wasn't fitting great and it was looking odd, so I ripped it back after I finished this one. And here's the second one. And I am just on the heel. I've just started the heel, so I've got a little ways to go, but it should be done by next week, just in time to wear it for Halloween. So, or I guess not Halloween, but the month of October. Halloween month. So the yarn is Beach Bum Yarns. The colorway is Beetlejuice. And yes, I'm very happy with it. I'm glad that I ripped this one back and did this one, and now I'm getting everything to fit perfectly because it is quite a difference, and this is fitting very well. So, all right, that moved us into whips. So there's whip number 1. I only have 2 whips to show you because, as I mentioned last week, I am knitting, or I'm trying to take a new approach on how I'm knitting. Because I have such limited knitting time, I am knitting, trying to be very intentional and just focus on a couple projects every week to just get them out of the way, because I have so many things on the needles. So I only worked on 2 this week. So that was whip number 1. It was the sock, yes. And then whip number 2, I'm participating in Karen at Recreational Knitting. Hi, Karen, if you're watching. I am participating in One Skein September, and I cast on a Musselburgh. There it is. This is for my brother-in-law, the one who's currently racing in France, or going to be racing in France. So this is his Christmas gift, and I don't think I'm going to get it done before the end of September, but it'll be a good try, and I'll have a pretty good chunk of it done. This yarn is a Zobber ball, and yeah, just some yarn that I had in my stash. My sister's like, apparently he's now a big fan of red, white, and blue since he is the National Masters title holder for the U.S., but I didn't have any red, white, and blue yarn, so he's getting green. So, yes. All right. This I will knit until I have about 10 grams of yarn left. It's the Musselburgh by Ysolda Teague. It's just, once you do the increases and you get it going, then it's just knit, 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 which is my favorite kind of knitting. And it's coming along. So, very happy. Where that marker is right there is where I was last week. And so I've knit a pretty good amount for me, given how much time I don't have to knit. And I could surprise everybody and get it done by next week, but I don't anticipate that happening. I just do not have the time. So, that is it as far as whips. I'm going to hold off on showing you anything else until I actually have made some progress. And next week I will be going to the Taos, New Mexico wool show. So we will be driving there, and it's about a 5-hour drive from Colorado. We're going to do it over 2 days because we can. And also we don't like driving at night. So I'm going to be passenger princess, I'm pretty sure. So I will be knitting on that hat. So, yes. All right. Oh, that reminds me. I will not have a video for next week because I'll be in New Mexico. I will try to do some video from the Wool Festival. It's a very small show. It's outdoors, as far as I know. I think there's maybe 20 vendors at the most. This was kind of, well, we're actually going for my husband's birthday. It just happened to coincide with the wool show. So I will try to get video, and if I do, I will try to post something before my next regular vlog, but just know that it may not happen. So, and of course I'll show you if I buy anything, which I may not buy anything. We'll see. I mean, I, of course, feel like if I'm going all that way, I better buy something. But I also am trying to get to a point where I'm just using my stash. So we'll see, but never know. All right. Speaking of stash, let's talk about stash enhancements, also known as acquisitions. I have one, and I honestly completely forgot that I had ordered this. And this is gonna be a warning. So if you all ordered the Freckled Whimsy Halloween mystery skein and do not want to see it, I'm going to tell you to just skip ahead. Do not watch this part. Okay, don't say anything. Okay, I'm not going to say the name or anything. I'll just hold it up. Okay, but this came in the mail last week. Sorry for the crinkling. And it's Freckled Whimsy. It's the mystery skein, Halloween. So look away, go away, fast forward if you don't want to see it, okay? And I won't tell you the name because some people may not have opened theirs yet, okay? I'm going to put my glasses on now just so I can see the name. But I'm not going to tell you. Hang on, my glasses are wet because my hair is kind of damp. Oh, by the way, I got a haircut last week. So I think I said that last week. Oh, hang on, I got hair hanging off of me. Okay, glasses on, in, ready? Now, look away. Here it is. There it is. It's gorgeous. There. This is the Splendid Base. I won't tell you the name, but I am very excited. I probably will just throw this in my Lucky Dip bag, but gorgeous, and I really want to cast it on, but I'm not because I'm trying to get through all my Christmas in July whips. So yes, all right, so that was the only acquisition. I'd forgotten I got it. I do have, still waiting for my yarn from Cuddle Bums. I don't know, I'm a little worried there, honestly. She redyed a skein for me because it didn't show up. And she said I would be getting a confirmation email when it went out, and I haven't gotten it yet. So, but if it doesn't show up, it's not because she didn't try. It's getting through U.S. Customs and all the things going on in the U.S. right now. It's, yeah, a lot of people having issues. All right, I need to decide, by the way, if I'm going to keep that Freckled Whimsy Yarn of the Month Club, because that is one thing that I also get every month. And I'm trying to do a low buy year next year because I'm running out of existing storage space. I could add some, but I don't really want to for my stash. So I just need to decide if I still want to get that monthly yarn. So I'll figure it out in the next few months. So, let's see. Let's move along. All right, this is not knitting related, but sewing related because I'm a sewist now. Yeah. I practiced some sewing this week, not on the sewing machine. I had to stitch up my couch. I have a really nice couch, but there's a seam. It's like an L-shaped couch, and there's only one visible seam, and it was coming in done. So I got some heavy duty thread and used my heavy duty embroidery needles, and my husband helped me, and we stitched it back up. So yeah, that counts as being a sewist, right? All right. That was not the news that I was going to tell you. So I have signed up for a couple sewing classes, and one of them was supposed to be for tomorrow. Turns out they rescheduled it to 2 Sundays from now. I cannot go because I work on Sundays, so I am trying to get them to move me to another class that is very similar, but on a different day. I have yet to hear back from them either. I may have to pick up the phone and actually call them, so I just haven't had a chance. So yeah, I was kind of bummed, but also because it was tomorrow and I just found out yesterday. But then I was like, I got a lot going on, so it's okay. All right. I think that is it as far as all the knitting crafty stuff. So if you're leaving me now, I wanted to say, first of all, thank you to all of you for stopping by. Thank you for your kind messages. Like and subscribe if you haven't. And if you've sent me a message recently and I haven't gotten back to you, I do really apologize. I'm going to try to get caught up on those this weekend. Again, life, been busy. So, all right. Let's move right on. All right, live stuff, if you're still here. Stuff going on, but some of it's just mundane things. Last Saturday was my daughter's birthday, and we celebrated by having donuts for breakfast, which I do not recommend if you're diabetic. I ended up spending the whole day on the couch in a coma. I recovered though. The only part of me moving was my hands because I was knitting. So that's how I was able to get my sister's cowl done. But otherwise it was pretty much a wasted, I shouldn't say wasted because I did get knitting done, right? But yeah, low energy day last Saturday. What else do we do? We went out, my sister, or not my sister, my daughter's birthday was Saturday, but she was working. So we actually went out, all of us, on Monday for dinner. So little unusual evening out during the work week. What else? I've been doing my Pilates. I got up this morning at 6 a.m. to start my Sunday gravy, even though it's Friday, but my Saturday. I was cooking. I decided to try it in the crock pot. So Sunday gravy, for those of you that don't know, is just a big pot of spaghetti sauce, and it cooks all day. And usually I do it on the stove top, but it was a busy day. So I got up at 6. I started that. I then went to Pilates. I was done with Pilates by 9. it was just a lot going on, but I came back. I went with my husband and our 2-year-old grandson. We went grocery shopping. And what else? Oh, I've cleaned the kitchen, finally took a shower. And I have to go watch Atticus here in a little bit. My husband's actually with him now, but I'm going to go sit with him while he's taking a nap, and so my husband can rest. Atticus and my husband both have a cold, so it's like one of those things where I'm trying to give my husband a break, and yeah. So, but I've got a lot of things going on today, so I'm going to be taking on my knitting with me over to his house, and yeah, having my big pot of Sunday gravy tonight for dinner, otherwise known as spaghetti and meatballs. And what else? Guess that's about it. We had a few days of fall-like weather. I actually had to pull out some warmer clothes, but we're now back in the 80s. So I live in Colorado, so the falls here are just beautiful, but you just never know when you're going to get snow. We did not have snow in the city this week, thankfully, but it is, we did get some in the mountains, so it's that time of year where you just never know. So I'm thinking I'm going to have to pull out more warm weather gear because Taos in New Mexico is in the mountains. So I'm going to have to take a little bit heavier stuff with me, heavier clothing. So, all right. All right, TV and books, really quick here. I finished, let's see. Oh, I finished The Hostage on Netflix, which was a British drama. And we started season 2 of Slow Horses on Apple Plus. I've only watched a few of season 1 episodes, but I do like it. So my husband watched all of season 1, and I was kind of hit and miss. So I'm going back to watch season 1 while also watching season 2, if that makes sense. So I can watch a little bit while I'm at slow periods at work, which does not happen often, but I had a little bit of time yesterday afternoon, and some Sunday afternoons I am able to watch a little bit. So I'm trying to get caught up on that so I can then totally know what's going on with season 2. All right. I also finished a book. Yay me. This was the Book of Sheen, a memoir by Charlie Sheen. Yes, it was kind of crap reading. Look, I am a 80s kid, and I graduated from high school and college in the 80s, and Charlie Sheen was all hot then, and and so his life kind of imploded, and he's written this memoir, and it's not very good. He digs deep in some places, and other places he just kind of washes or ignores things that we are all wondering about. So yeah, but it was fine. I'm glad I read it. I needed something kind of mindless to read, so that was perfect. All right, that's all I've got for you. So I'm going to wrap this up because I need to go relieve my husband. I hope you all are having a great weekend, and I will talk to you most likely in 2 weeks, not next week. But if I do post anything from the weekend, I will, or from the wool show, I will just randomly put it up. So watch for that. All right, everyone have a great week. Bye.